Okay, here we go again. This is Garrett, tears2joyministries.org. This video is called 150 Psalms and No Mention of Satan. Do you realize, children of God, number one, that there are 150 Psalms, and I pray that all of you have read them multiple times. But number two, did you know there's not a single mention of Satan by name in the 150 Psalms? And on top of that, there is only one mention of the demons. And that's when the psalmist was saying, you are sacrificing your children to the demons. Think about this carefully for a second now. The Psalms are the largest book in the Bible. We have 150 Psalms written by multiple authors: Moses, Solomon, David, the children of Korah, etc., Asaph. None of them mention Satan by name once. Not one single time. And in all of the Psalms, the word demon is only written one time. We can learn a lot from this. Isn't it strange how in modern day Christianity we're talking about Satan constantly? How Satan is constantly always on the lips of the Christians worldwide? How we're talking about him in all different kinds of areas of our lives and attacks and strongholds and everything else, yet the psalmists never mention him. You'll notice King David gives all of the credit for the good and the bad to God. What that means is when David was going through tormenting and torture, he gave all of that credit to God. When David was going through attacks of all different kinds, he gave all of that credit to God. He never said Satan was doing it. He never mentioned Satan by name. He never mentioned the demons by that name, demon. Never. You see, children of God, when you keep mentioning Satan and the demons, you are giving glory to them. Yes, you are. When you constantly say that the demons are doing this and Satan is doing that in your life, you are giving them glory. You are giving them honor. You are giving them respect. And God doesn't want that. And that is why in the Psalms, there's no mention of Satan by name, and there's only one mention of a demon. Only one. You see, when we bypass God and blame Satan for all of the things going on in the world, when you bypass God and blame Satan and the demons for everything going on in the USA, for everything going on in your family, for everything going on with your friends and yourself, you are stealing glory from God. You are actually stealing honor from God. You are stealing the credit from God for all that's happening, and you are giving it to Satan. And that's a tragedy, and that's a crime, and that has to stop. We have to stop doing that immediately. We have to stop giving Satan the credit and the glory for the things that God is doing here on earth, because you are stealing glory from God. You are actually glorifying Satan and the demons when you continue to give them credit for all of the bad and terrible things going on earth, or in the lives of your family members or your friends or yourself. And we got to stop doing that. This is why in 150 Psalms, you will not see them giving Satan any credit. They're not giving him any glory. They're not giving him any honor. they're not giving him anything. They're not giving him anything at all. All credit and glory and honor goes to God in the Psalms. Go ahead. I challenge you to read the Psalms by King David. Read them tonight. You'll see that David gives God all of the credit, all of the glory, all of the honor for all of the bad things going on. He gives God credit for the good and the bad, for the happy and the sad. He's giving God all of the credit, glory, and honor for all of the wonderful things that are happening in their lives back then and all of the terrible things. He's giving God all of the credit, glory, and honor for all of the incredible supernatural things going on, but for all of the filthy and disgusting things too. The Psalms give God all of the credit, all of the glory, all of the honor for everything going on here on earth and in their lives, for everything. So, here is the challenge. We have to stop giving Satan and the demons credit for what is going on in our lives, because all that has to go to God. And we have to stop giving Satan and the demons glory and honor by giving them credit for everything going on in our lives that is bad, when all of that glory and honor has to go to God. I pray for those of you who have ears that you will hear this, that you will understand this, that this will sink into your heart and mind, and you will actually believe and understand what we're trying to say here. We have to stop giving Satan and the demons credit and glory and honor for everything going on here on earth that's bad or in our own lives, when the Bible says that all credit has to go to God. All glory and honor has to go to God, because God doeth all things, and all things are of God. Give God the glory, honor, and credit for everything going on in your life, and by doing this, you will be super blessed. You'll be copying the psalmists in the book of Psalms, and you will be thinking and living a better theology where God doeth all things in your life, and all things are of God. This is why no matter what is happening in your life at this time, good or bad, happy or sad, wonderful or terrible, all credit, all glory, all respect, all honor has to go to God, because God is sovereign over his entire creation. Be blessed with this truth. Be blessed.